Good morning students. Today we are going to discuss about multiplication of two vectors. If we take an example, that is an object is here, a force has been applied and it has given us 4 Newton, and this object has been displaced and it is given as a distance of 2 meters. In scalar multiplication, what will be the result we can give? Simply we can give 4 into 2 is equal to 8. But in physics, it is quite different. Why? It means here direction is included. That is, here on block is given, I am applying a force in this direction. The object has been displaced in the same direction. So the result will not be the same. That is, here the force is 4 Newton and this is 2 meter. The result will not be 8 because of direction. So same thing. Now here the object is here. I am applying force in this direction. So I am standing here and I am applying force in this direction. The object will move in this. So the direction changes. See the angle. The angle value changes, automatically the result will also be changed. Because we know that work done is equal to what? Force into displacement. Work done is equal to force into displacement. Here, since the direction is included, automatically there will be an angle, and here the angle changes. Here the angle changes, here also the angle changes. So automatically the result will also be varies. Clear? Now, then how to find out the product of two vectors? There are two methods. One is scalar product of two vectors and vector product of two vectors. This scalar product of two vectors is also called as dot product. Dot product of two vectors. Like that, this vector product, and also we call it as cross product. Cross product of two vectors. When this dot product of two vectors can be used for multiplication, like that when cross product of two vectors has been used. So, in dot product, if the effect is in the same direction, if the effect is in the same direction, I can use dot product. That means now this is a block. I am applying a force in this direction. The object has been displaced here. So displacement is also in the same direction. Then I can call this one as a dot product of two vectors. For example, I can use work, energy, power, and all. These are examples for dot product of two vectors. Then the second one is cross product. If the effect is in different direction, then I can use cross product. For example, if I take this bottle, I want to open this cap. I am applying a force in this direction, correct? If I am applying a force in this direction, the cork moves upward. So my application is in this, my force application is in this. The coil, that is the cork, moves perpendicular to my force. So my application in this way, the cork moves upwards, so it is 90 degree. In here, I am using cross product of two vectors. It is clear. Now we will see scalar product of two vectors. Let us consider let us consider two vectors. Let it be a vector and this one is b vector in a plane. Let us consider, now this is a plane x and y plane. Here I am considering a vector and b vector. Now I want to find out the position of b. How to find out? Just draw a perpendicular line from b on a vector and here on y axis. So these two vectors makes an angle theta. Okay. Now what is cos here? This one I can call it as this. That is, if I want to find out the position, I want to know the length of this as well as the length of this. If I know these lengths, then I can able to find out the position of d. So now I want to find out the length of this. Let it be dx, and this one is, this length is dy. Now I want to calculate the value of dx. Cos theta is equal to what? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. This d vector has a magnitude d. So cos theta is equal to adjacent is what? Dx by hypotenuse is d. So dx is equal to d cos theta. Dx is equal to d cos theta. So dx is equal to what? D cos theta. Now we take this one 90 degree. What will be the angle of this? 90 minus theta. So now you take this triangle, sin cos 90 minus theta is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse. So cos 90 minus theta is equal to adjacent side is what? This one. This is opposite. This is here the angle. This is opposite adjacent hypotenuse. So adjacent is what? Dy. By hypotenuse is b. Cross multiply. So dy is equal to d into cos 90 minus theta. So dy is equal to b. Cos 90 minus theta is nothing but sin theta. So I can write dy is equal to d sin theta. Now this d vector has two components. One is horizontal component, the other one is vertical component. The horizontal component is d cos theta, the vertical component is d sin theta. Here, now we go for dot product of two vectors. Now let us consider two vectors, a vector and this one is b vector, and it has a magnitude d, making an angle theta. Now I want to find out the product of, what is the dot product? I want to find out the dot product of a vector and b vector. I want to find out the dot product of a vector and b vector, and if I find this one, I will be able to get one scalar. The result will be scalar. The dot product of two vectors will be a scalar. Here, now I want to find out this value. So what we want to learn? The projection of b vector or the projection of b on a will be what? Projection of b on a vector is dx. Understood? So projection of b on a vector is dx. Now you see this a vector as well as dx, they are all in the same line. In the same line means dot product. So I can write a vector dot b vector is equal to product of magnitude of a vector and projection of projection of B vector or projection of B on A vector. Projection of B vector on A vector. So I can write A. Projection of B on A is what? Bx. Bx is nothing but what? B cos theta. So I can write A B cos theta. Clear? Now you can define as it is what is given in the textbook. Now you see product of, so here that is the dot product or the scalar product of two vector is equal to the product of the magnitude of A vector and B vector and cosine of angle between them. Cosine of angle between them. This will give a definition of scalar product of two vectors. Now we will go for vector product of two vectors. This one is A vector, this is B vector. Now I want to find out a vector product of two vectors. So the cross product of two vector will be a vector. A cross product of two vector will be equal to one vector. That is a new vector. So here A vector and B vector. Now what will be the projection of B vector on A vector? Where will be the projection of B vector on A vector? It will be here. So it is not in the same direction. So I am using what? Cross. So that is the cross product of A vector and B vector will be equal to magnitude of A vector into projection of B vector on A vector. So I can write A projection of B vector on A vector is what? The projection is here itself. That's why it is dy into dy. B what is the value of dy? B sin theta. Now I will define this one. The cross product of two vector is equal to product of the magnitude of two vectors and sine of angle between these two vectors. Okay, but this one is what? Vector product. Now you see this one A, B, sin theta scalar. But the question is what? Vector product. So you multiply this with n cap. You multiply with n cap, where n cap is a unit vector and it has magnitude 1. Clear? So now we will see the properties of scalar product of two vectors. The first property is dot product of two vector is a scalar. That is the first property. The dot product of two vector is equal to what? A scalar. For example, work done is equal to what? Force into displacement. These are two vectors. The dot product of these two vectors will be equal to one scalar. Clear? Now we know that 0 cos theta 0, 30, 45, 60, 90, 180. So cos 0 1 root 3 by 2 1 by root 2 1 by 2 0. This is minus 1. Now if I say A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. This is A vector, this one is B vector, and here the angle theta. This A vector dot B vector will be, see, all positive answers. So this A vector or B vector will be positive when theta is less than 90 degree. When theta is less than 90 degree, A vector and B vector will be what? Positive. If theta is greater than 90 degree and less than 180, so if theta is greater than 90 degree, that is from 91 and up to 179, that is less than 180 degree, then my result will be what? Negative. Understood? Since it is less than 90, I can call it as acute angle. I can call it as acute angle. Greater than 90, I can call it as obtuse angle. Understood? Now we go to second property, commutative law. Second property is commutative law. That is A vector dot B vector is equal to B vector dot A vector. For example, the value of A vector is 4 and the value of B is 2. Now we get 2 into 4. See, 4 2s are 8. Here also 2 4s are 8. So A vector dot B vector is equal to B vector dot A vector. So it obeys commutative law. Third property, it obeys distributive law. Distributive law. That is A vector dot B vector plus C vector is equal to A vector dot B vector, A vector dot B vector plus A vector dot C vector. Now see, suppose if A has 4, B has a value 3 and C has a value 2. Now see, 4 dot 3 plus 2 is equal to A value 4 into B value 3 plus A value is 4 and C value is 2. So here 4 into 3 2s are 3 plus 2 5. 4 3s are 12. 4 2s are 8. 4 5s are 20. 12 plus 8 20. So they are equal. So it obeys distributive law. Next, the fourth property, fourth property is angle between them. Angle between them. So A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. So I can write cos theta is equal to A vector dot B vector divided by AB. So I want theta. So theta is equal to cos inverse of A vector dot B vector by AB. This is angle between two vectors. So next, fifth property, scalar product of two vectors. Scalar product of two vectors will be maximum. The scalar product of two vectors will be maximum. Now you see here in cos theta, the maximum value is what? 1 and minimum value is -1 and 0 at 90 degree. So when will be the maximum value? When theta is 0. When will be minimum? When theta is 180. When will be 0? When theta is 90 degree. So when the two vectors will be maximum? When theta is 0. So A vector or B vector is equal to AB cos theta. If theta is equal to 0, then I will get these two vectors. The product of these two vectors will be maximum. So AB cos 0. So AB cos 0 1. That is AB. So the two products, two vectors will be maximum. Next one is the two vectors will be minimum. That is scalar product of two vectors will be minimum. So A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. When it will be minimum? When theta is equal to 180 degree, then these two vectors, the dot product of these two vectors will be minimum. So therefore A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos 180. So cos 180 is minus 1. So AB of minus 1, that is equal to minus AB. Then the two vectors is minimum. Next, seventh property, mutually orthogonal. Mutually orthogonal, that is 0. And that is the product of these two vectors will be equal to what? 0. So A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. When this A vector dot B vector will be equal to 0? When theta is 90 degree, the answer is 0. So when theta is equal to 90 degree, A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos 90. So AB cos 90 0. So therefore 0. Therefore the product of, or the dot product of these two vectors will be equal to mutually orthogonal when theta is equal to 90 degree. Next property, self dot product. So general one you can write A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. What is self dot product? A vector with itself. A vector with itself, we can call it as self dot product. So what will get? Magnitude of A and magnitude of A cos theta. When it will be maximum and theta is equal to 0. So A vector dot A vector is equal to A square. A square, this will becomes 1. So A is equal to square root of A vector dot A vector. Next we will go for unit vector. A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. Now what are the unit vectors? I cap, J cap, K cap. Now you see I cap dot I cap is equal to modulus of I cap, modulus of I cap. So I into I, and it will be maximum when theta is equal to 0. So cos 0, 1. So I can write what is the value of I? 1. What is the value of I? 1. So 1 into 1, 1. So I vector dot I vector is equal to 1. Similarly, I can write J vector dot J vector is equal to 1. A vector dot K vector is equal to 1. Next property, orthogonal unit vector. Orthogonal unit vector. So X, Y, Z. So I, J, K. So A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. This is general. So orthogonal means perpendicular. That is when it will be perpendicular 90. But theta is what? 90. Now orthogonal unit vectors. Let us take these two vectors. Or we take these two vectors. I vector, J vector. So I vector, that is I cap dot J cap is equal to modulus of I, modulus of J becomes I into J. So these two vectors are perpendicular to the plane. So theta is equal to 90, cos 90, 0. So it becomes what? 0. So I can write similarly, you can take this rule. I, J, K. So I dot J is equal to 0. Like that, J dot K is equal to 0. Like that A dot I is equal to 0. Next we will go to last property. The last one, A vector and B vector are in terms of components. Let A vector is equal to AXI, AY J cap, AZ K cap. B vector is equal to BXI, BY J cap, BZ K cap. Now you find out the dot product of these two vectors. So A vector dot B vector is equal to AXI plus AYJ plus AZK dot product BXI plus BYJ plus BZK. AX into BX, I vector dot I vector. I vector dot I vector is equal to 1. Then plus AX BY, I vector dot J vector is 0 plus this one you take AX BZ, I vector dot K vector is equal to 0. Similarly, it goes like this. Finally, we get the answer AX dx plus AY dy plus AZ dz. That's good. Now we go to problems. Given two vectors A vector and B vector, find the product of A vector and B vector and magnitude of A vector and B vector, and also find the angle between them. So first one is what? A vector dot B vector. So what is A vector? 2I plus 4j plus 5k dot B vector is I cap plus 3j plus 6k. Now you find out the dot product. So multiply the I component. That is I vector. 2 into 1, 2 plus 4 into 3, 12, 5 into 6, 30. So it gives what? 44. Understood? Now they also find out magnitude of A vector. How to find out the magnitude of A vector? Square root of A vector. Square is 1. 2 square plus 4 square plus 5 square. 4 plus 16 plus 25. 20, so 45 units. Next we find out the magnitude of B vector. 1 square plus 3 square plus 6 square. 1 plus 9 plus 36. So 46 units. Then we also find out the angle between them. So theta is equal to cos inverse of A vector dot B vector divided by AB. That is equal to cos inverse of A vector dot B vector equal to 44 divided by square root. A is what? Square root of 45. B is square root of 46. So cos inverse of, if I simplify this one, I will be getting the 0.967. In back of the textbook, if I see in natural cost, we will get the value as theta is equal to 15 degree. Okay. Next we will go to another example. Check whether the following vectors are orthogonal. Orthogonal means what? A vector and B vector is equal to 0. So A vector dot B vector is equal to 2I plus 3j dot 4I minus 5j. We find out the dot product. 2 4s are 8, plus into minus minus, 3 5s are 15. they are not equal to 0. Therefore, A vector and B vector are not orthogonal. Okay. Second question. C vector dot D vector 5i plus 2j dot 2i minus 5j. 5 to the 10 minus 5 to the 10. So they are 0. So therefore C vector and D vector are orthogonal.